Hey guys, so diving straight into this, you can see we've opted for the Technician Specialization because it's bringing with it that extra skill tier. Being a DPS skill hybrid, we want as many yellows as we can get to obviously maximize our skill damage. So we're going to opt for that particular specialization at this time. Diving into our weapon here, you can see we've opted for the Capacitor. This one is actually triple god rolled, 0.1% from being truly triple god rolled, but close enough. The talent that comes with is Capacitance. Anytime you shoot an enemy, you're going to start building stacks up to a cap of 40, and those stacks are going to grant you 1.5% skill damage per stack, and then after 5 seconds, they start to decay. The key part to this whole thing, though, is for each skill tier, you're going to automatically gain 7.5% weapon damage. So you have 6 skill tiers, 7.5% weapon damage per tier. That's why we opted for the Capacitor, because the output for the damage is going to be a lot higher than something similar to like the Test Subject, where you're going to be getting that perfectly in sync, right? Going into our second weapon here, we opted for the Vector because it's got a high cyclic rate of fire. This one rolled pretty darn well. And then obviously you can see we put the talent Future Perfect in there. Now Future Perfect, if you guys don't know, is going to bring the ability of getting into higher skill tiers, right? So anytime you kill an enemy, you get the chance of getting an additional skill tier. If you're already at skill tier 6, then you're just going to wind up being able to go into overcharge. So something to keep in mind. TDI card custom, you guys know that's my weapon to go with. That's my pistol. Every build, doesn't matter what it is, it could be all blue. And I'm still going to go with the TDI card custom because it brings a skill tier. And we rolled in sync on this. So not only are we going to be getting additional skill damage if we're using it, but we're also going to be getting weapon damage as well, which is awesome. Getting into the actual gear pieces, though, you can see we've opted for the Empress International. We've gone with a 2-piece Empress. You can see this is piece 1 of 2. So this is going to bring with it skill health, and then obviously you can see all red, right? So critical hit chance, weapon handling, and a critical hit damage mod. So skill tier, and then all reds. Getting into the chest piece, you can see we've gone with the named Door Kicker's Knock from Grupo. It's going to bring with it 15% critical hit damage with the 1 piece. And then obviously you can see weapon damage, critical hit chance. I would like to have seen critical hit damage instead of explosive resistance. Unfortunately, not every piece is going to drop the way you want it to drop. And then obviously a critical hit damage mod in that as well. Going into the actual holster here, we opted for the Wyvern wear because it brings with it skill damage with the 1 piece. And obviously it brings with it a skill tier. But we opted for the Claws Out named Wyvern holster. So this one's going to bring with it 500% melee damage. We rolled critical hit damage into it. And you're going to get the ability of having 9% pistol damage. Last week, though, these were on sale in the DZ. I believe it was DZ East. Hopefully you grabbed one if you didn't already have one. Well worth the buy because it was nearly triple god rolled right off the rip. So something good to have, guys. Hopefully you got your hands on one. If sorry. Going into our D-pads here, you can see that's going to be piece 1 of 2 for Hannah U. The 1 piece brings with it skill haste. And you can see this one obviously has a skill tier, and then it's got critical hit chance and critical hit damage on there as well. Again, yellows and reds. Going into our gloves, this is our second piece of Hannah U, which is going to bring with it skill damage of 10%. You can see it already has skill damage into it, but we added some critical hit chance as well. Going into the backpack, this is our second piece of Empress. All right, this is going to bring with it skill damage. You can see it rolled with skill haste, maxed out. We rolled damage into it, and then we put a critical hit damage mod in. So again, guys, all skill damage, all red, chance and critical hit damage because we're trying to maximize that damage output. The talent on the backpack is Combined Arms. Shooting an enemy increases your total skill damage by 25% for 3 seconds. So as long as you're shooting, that's just literally stacking. It's just going to go on forever. I did forget to tell you that using the Grupo chest piece, we are running with Perfect Spark. So damaging enemies with a skill increases your weapon damage by 15% for 20 seconds. So again, guys, stacking damage, right? So 2-piece Empress, 2-piece Hannah U, that Wyvern claws out holster, and a Grupo door kickers knock chest, all working in tandem to bring together a really nasty build, guys. You can see we opted for the striker drone because the striker drone is going to give us that little bit of how do you say, the little bit of not just damage, but it's going to be an annoyance to NPCs, right? Something that they focus on. So obviously being skill tier 6, we're going to get additional damage, additional health, and then obviously if we can get it into overcharge, all that much more. And then obviously, guys, we opted for the assault turret. Again, you know, being skill tier 6, it's going to be doing a lot of damage. It's got a lot of health. It can stay up for a while. And guys, when you're tearing through enemies, the nice thing is you can pick this turret right back up with the new update. So you don't even have to break it down, wait for it to cool down. You just pick it up and then it cools down however, you know, long it would have taken if you had broken it down at that time. So, but that's it, guys. That's it for this build, and it's a really fun build. It's a fun little DPS skill hybrid. It really makes the game fun because you still got to play, you know, kind of you play on the edge a little bit, but at the same time you got to play really smart. Like, you can't just be going out there because there's not a whole lot of health built into this. Low armor, low health, but really good damage output, especially for a skill build. So it's a really good team build, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to drop a like down below. Make sure to leave a comment down. Let me see what you guys want to run for builds. What builds do you want to see me put together for you or try out? And guys, don't forget that sub button. Share this page with your friends. Thanks for checking out the video. And until the next one, I'm out. Y'all stay classy and have a good new year. Peace.